Okay, we should be live right now in theory. We are here. I was a bit late starting the stream, but yeah, sorry for the delay. We are here in Eindhoven, in a bit of a rainy Eindhoven airport here, and we're gonna be flying to Innsbruck. Pretty hefty scenery that I've got to install today. I'm not really used to it that much, but it's gonna be more endurable, so yep, we're gonna be 5 minutes late today, but that's all fine. We're gonna be flying from Eindhoven to Innsbruck in a Transavia Airbus A32neo because they recently bought it. I have better pushback installed today, so I'm just gonna get some stairs connected. I'll wait for pre-planning the pushback. So there go the stairs as Eindhoven's lot of jet bridges. Okay, here's our operational flight plan. So cost index will be 13, and this is 392, average winds 212. I think that's going to be some headwind. Yeah, it's gonna be headwind. Now, extra fuel. We're gonna get 2 tons of extra fuel on board today, so minimum. A take of fuel 2 hours 28. So we'll go with. Once again, we have 3 hours of fuel on board. (17:35) Zulu will be our departure time. 1 hour 4 minutes of flight time. We'll go with 3 hours of fuel on board today. So we've got 2 tons of extra fuel today, so I'll be 6.8 tons. And okay, so also there's 2 Linz, I'm pretty sure. I'll be staying on Tango and Nemal. So pretty short. That's our route right there. We're going to be just confirming it. A couple of minutes. Off block gets me at 17:30. We're going to be 5 minutes late for that. So yeah, 114 passengers. Not too heavy today. Zero fuel weight 54.4. The takeoff weight 58.9, 60.9. Apologies, I do have to just change my camera angle to be a good one for departure. Just gotta scroll down again. Let's go ahead and look at the weather information for today. So in Eindhoven it is 180 degrees /8 knots, so we're gonna be taking off runway 21. QNH is 90901. Pretty chill winds for that low pressure. Innsbruck variable 1 knot. Oh man, I was expecting some gusts, but okay, few at 300 feet, so we might be having to avert. Large alternate Cologne is 170 degrees 9 knots, but also category. Wait, visibility is 2,500 meters. That's not a lot. Cologne is perfect, and Linz is also perfect. And Stuttgart is our en route alternate, cruise alternate, whatever you want to call it. And that is all looking fine. So we got this here with a flight of stairs connected. Beautiful scenery here, by the way. I remember like when you walk down from the terminal, this looks exactly the same. The terminal is exactly the same, practically. I remember when about 2 years ago I was standing in that area right there. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to just check the aircraft and be starting it up. So weather radar is off, predictive wind shear is also off. The spoilers are retracted, flaps are retracted, parking brake is set, engine master switches are off, and engine cycle is normal. Throttle levels at B10, it's idle. Get my lights on. Landing gear lever is down. The wiper switches are set to off, so alright then, we can get the domites on for now. So we're going to start with the overhead panel. We're going to get the cruise supply turned on, ground control, and then let's test the audio recording. Indicators 1, 2, and 3 on. Now in the main overhead panel we can get the nav and logo lights still on. There's no smoking lights on. And mirrors exit lights on. Fuel pumps can remain off for now, and we can go ahead and test the APU fire. Nothing over here that we have to fix or do. On board we have 8 tons of fuel, not 9 tons of fuel actually, so we're going to be waiting a while for refueling. Squawk is 2000 because we're not in ATC controlled airspace. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the MCDU. Alright then, so data, nothing to monitor there. Init request, let's go ahead and do that. Transavia 28 or Romeo Tango is our call sign today, and we have nothing else to really do there. So our flight plan, we set our departure to be out of runway 21, we'll go full length. So the one that we're going to be taking that's a bit weird. Ah, no, there it is, there it is. The Lima November Oscar 6 kilo departure. Oh, there it is. So our departure, let me just show that. Out of Eindhoven, we're going to be climbing straight ahead to Echo Hotel 558, making a turn with max speed 220 knots. To Echo Hotel 576, 10562, 570, down to Subvi, Eindhoven, and then to, I think it's all no, so Lima November Oscar 112.8. We'll go ahead and put that in. 112.8. And we'll get the things turned on here. And its B page, block fuel is at 6.7. Did we say 6.7 or 6 point? Yeah, that's not 6.8. 6.8. Zero fuel weight 54.4. Just not even that heavy. Uh, 31.6. Pretty unusually low center of gravity near the middle. We can go now to the SimSmart performance calculation, where we can calculate our performance. So we're going to go Echo Hotel for Eindhoven. Runway, we're going to take 21 today, as that is active runway. Runway is wet today, and anti-ice, I think we're going to go engine on, so 61.0 for this, that, and 31.6. It does thrust flex, so configuration 2 is it's not really the longest runway. Honestly, 3,000 meters is pretty long, not gonna lie. But we'll go configuration 2 and then air conditioning off. Okay, great. No engine apathy here. We'll just make one up. So we're gonna take. Just gonna run all this info down. Pretty low V1. I guess we'll make let's say 1700 one done or bun waypoints. I did not mean to reference that YouTuber. I'm just kind of used to that name. So first 2 flex was 66. 126 and 8 knots faster than that is when we actually rotate. 136 is our V2. They didn't really give me information for the acceleration, so we're just going to keep it like that. Right, then let's go ahead and start the boarding, as we're going to be departing in 15 minutes, and that's also the fueling. Our initial climb, according to the charts, let's see, 3,000. So that will be a pretty low thing. What's our transition level today? 3,000 as well. Could also check in here. There's no really constraints. This current is just continuity. We don't want to be entering heading mode right in the middle of our departure. What we can do now, I think, is maybe request our weather for both airports. That should be a pretty good idea. We don't need it for Innsbruck to know what's wrong with this use. Oh, okay, we already received it, so let's go ahead and use the printer that we have over here. So we already know the Eindhoven information, and we're going to request it for Innsbruck later on as well. What we can kind of do is now plan our pushback using the pushback tool. So use some pre-planning. Wrong direction, great. We're going to push right there, let's say. So I kind of do want to request some other services, such as catering baggage. Notice, like, oh yeah, we can read some, if there's any notes on this, we can read them. Eindhoven, oh, nothing. Destination Innsbruck. Vital landing area closed. We don't need to worry about that. Approach. Whiskey to November 27 without delay. This radio communication over having received an entry clearance via the view for aircraft. Cologne, that's only in case we have to divert, so down to the weather, as our route today pretty weird, but totally fine. We have some clouds over there, but nothing really significant. Now we're gonna be flying a 390, so we're I guess that's kind of tailwinds. It won't really affect us that much. So currently Innsbruck is IFR. Oh, okay, so we're going to be having low clouds in Innsbruck, and with 1 degree snowing. That is going to be pretty interesting. So, okay, it looks like that the fuel is complete, so we're going to turn on the seatbelt lights. Turn on those. Now we can proceed the engine fire tests. So the brakes are pressurized, which is good. One last thing. There is enough hydraulic fluid in all of the pumps, so that is nothing that we really have to worry about. How long until our boarding is completed? 5 minutes, wow. We might be departing on time. We might still be departing on time, actually. So, okay, we'll go to CA modes after we have started our pushback. We'll plan our takeoff trim. It's about there, I'd say. Looks like the Reiner plane is on pushback without having clearance. And why is this man in my plane? Okay, then I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to continue with my flights. This looks so weird. Oh my god. So at case mentioned, altitude is going to be coming straight ahead, and I wonder where the waypoints for our uniform November even is. Ah, it's over there. So this we're going to be climbing straight ahead to that waypoint, in case of an engine failure, of course. If it's urgent, we can vector ourselves back in fully, because there's no ATC online anyway. The Düsseldorf approach does not reach to Eindhoven for sure. I wonder when this man is gonna leave my stands. I'm not really happy with him in my stands. Oh well, I'll live with it. With 2 minutes left, we can start our APU then. Okay, just gonna wait for the flap open message, yep. Getting all fired up there. I'm going to put a message to the thing. That's now fully fired up. We can actually provide air conditioning to these 104 passengers currently on board. I'm not sure if this is like real traffic or not actually. I didn't realize this hotel was in that. So that will be everyone on board. Stairs are now leaving. I think that we've got enough catering on board today as well. And enough baggage. So we can now get a passenger announcement going. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking here from the flight deck on behalf of the airline, myself and flight attendants on board today. We wish to welcome you aboard this Airbus A32neo aircraft operated by Transavia on this evening's flight from Eindhoven down to Innsbruck. We're going to be departing shortly. We might have a 3-minute delay because of some issues at the gates, but we apologize for that. We'll be on our way pretty shortly. We're expecting to have some slight tailwind today, but it's not going to be affecting our flight at all practically. And there we are going to have a very low clouds in Innsbruck with 1 degree and snowing. So because of the weather, it might be possible that we would have to divert to Linz. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And yeah, thank you very much for choosing Transavia. The flight attendants will be doing a safety briefing on Airbus A320neo aircraft shortly. Please continue your most undivided attention, and we hope to see you on board again. Thank you for your attention, and yeah, welcome aboard. Now we can just brief our departure. So we're going to be taxiing via several. I will go link 1 for departure. Actually, wait. Did I mess up the flight planning? Hold on. Pre-plan it again. Yep, we're just gonna go with that. So we're gonna be taking off via Link or Lima 1 full length for departure today. Our V1 is 126 knots, VR is 134 knots, and V2 is 136. We're going to be reducing our thrust at 1,070 feet, and we're going to be accelerating at 1,570 feet. In case of engine failure, our acceleration will also be 1,070 feet. If you get any master caution and master warning before V1, I either call stop or continue. After V1, I go full soda and we continue the takeoff. Make sure the gear is up in the 400 feet and start the ECAM actions, continuing our climb to 3,000 feet. And then in the end, we're going to be doing a return emergency landing with minimum auto brake and full reverse thrust. Anything after that, anything after we've done our departure, we can either diverge to Düsseldorf, Cologne, or potentially from Frankfurt. just going to confirm that everything is set up correctly, so it's Zulu 283. So Zulu 283 to RITAX. There's a PTES, Kilo Romeo Hotel, BATUB. Mike 738 is correct to MADEB. Okay then, looking over here, I think that everything also matches up in there. So we can now go ahead with the cockpit preparation checklist. So rear pins and cover are removed. The fuel quantity today, 6,800 kilograms balanced. Seatbelts are on. The ADIRs are nav. The bar reference for departure is QNH 9901, QNH 9901. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. We'll now make a call on to here to Unicom. So Eindhoven traffic, Transavia to Romeo Tango, stand 05, pushback and startup, facing north. Eindhoven traffic. So before start checklists, parking brake is currently set. Takeoff speed in velocity V1 126 V134 V2136. Flex speed 66. V1 126 V134 V2136. Flex 66. Windows closed, and beacon is now on. Before start checklist completes.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Let's wait for him to be connected. Tell us to release the parking brake and then we're going to be pushing back. Looks like the weather has kind of calmed down, but I'll still go engine anti-icing on for departure. Is he connected?
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
There we go. We're going to get our nose lifted shortly.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Let's release the
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Engine 2 starts. Oh my god. Just a normal pushback here, nothing to worry about. Ignore the vertical stabilizer there. Right then, this is starting engine 1.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Nice, we're leaving him. Camera crew, we're gonna have to ask you to remain seated before we start a taxi. It's a very short taxi. Let's do the flight control check. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Slow flaps, take off. And after start checklist, so anti-ice, low engine on for today's departure, decam status, check normal, pitch trim, 31.6, order trim, neutral, half star checklist completes. We do have to start moving. Get the radar and click finisher on. Eindhoven translated to a Romeo Tango taxi, holding point Lima 1 for runway 21 Eindhoven traffic. Cabin crew is not really behaving currently. My ecam is not great. Right then, taxi checklists. Flight controls are checked, flaps in config 2, and rating WS on auto, entry second normal, you cannot mode. Take off no blue. Cabin crew is for departure. Line up checklist. Take up runway 21. TCAS, TA, RA. Oopsies. Could be fine. Translated Eindhoven traffic translated to Romeo Tango. Taking off runway 21 Eindhoven traffic. TV checklist. Price 1 and 2 off. Line up checklist complete. Set my initial altitude to 5,000 actually. Can be a bit off the center line, so it'll be fine. Start the chronos, throw with side pressure, 50% and 1, take off. Engines stable. Flex. On FLX express runway, auto thrust to blue. There's 100 knots. Shifts. P1. Rotates. flaps 1. Flaps up, speed checks. Flaps up. Small airports, but it's an underrated city in my opinion. I can do UOs. Turn it off. Keep an eye out on the traffic. I've not got a Vatsim pass, but I think it's like 159. 159 yes. Then there's 10,000. Also just going to be released. But we are not allowed to accelerate, so acceleration going. Keeping the pitch during the turn. Let's go out of power to 1 now. Yeah, that's 1. But then I would say a solid departure. We can now go like clear out. If you can see to let it be filled in by the aircraft. Which is why you can now see the aircraft just getting kind of lifted up. The nose is kind of lifting right now. let's go and climb to 390 now, our final cruising level. And we'll be passing through a few clouds up ahead, which we will have to watch out for. I'm also really surprised by how well my computer handled that insane scenery in Eindhoven. Absolutely beautiful scenery. That's okay. I'm going to be following the SID. I'm going to be following the entire route because there's no ATC. And I don't know who I might accidentally fly into. Nobody, I hope, but... Replay has to be on by default, so I want that, but it never really saves. So apologies for that, apologies for that. We have a replay screen, so that's pretty nice. I'm saving a replay of the approach into Innsbruck, which I'll be playing at the end of the stream, if you guys want, of course. Oh great, 135.65. See. We're going to contact me by that frequency any second now.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, not in my airspace.
How does he know that I'm on stream? That's my question. Might actually not even enter his airspace. Always. Over there once again. Ah, yes, he is contact me. Never mind. 131 decimal E1.
Easy 151, level 370.
Easy 151, Brussels control identified. Descent flight level 150.
Diameter 150, easy 151.
Brussels, good evening. Transavia 2 Romeo Tango passing flight level 260.
Transavia 28 Romeo Tango, Brussels control, good day. Squawk 7114.
Squawk 7114, Transavia 2 Romeo Tango. Seven, 114.
Transavia 28 Romeo Tango identified, flight level 279er. Continue climb flight level 390 direct PTS.
Continue climb flight level 390 and direct to PTS. Transavia 28 Romeo Tango. shortcuts. Passengers will be enjoying that. So I'm not really sure what runway we're going to be arriving in. It says variable 2. Oh, that's kind of tough.
Easy 151, should we not contact Langen radar?
Easy 151, negative the Langen that is online is not the sector that you are heading into.
Roger.
Not quite sure. Oh, we got a viewer on board. Welcome on board there. Good to have you on board. Just passing through flight level 305. Hope you're doing well. I guess I could use FLyByWire to check the arriving runway. So they're currently using runway 26. We're going to, however, be doing a risky approach, just to spice some things up a bit.
Beeline for Tango Echo, request higher and request 3505 now.
Beeline for Tango Echo, climb flight level 330, set course direct Boden.
I'm going to do the
Climb initial 330 direct BATUB. 3 correction for Tango Echo.
runway 26, but we're going to be approaching RNAV, runway 08. Maybe I should check which one I want to actually use.
For Tango Echo, can you please confirm the waypoint? It's Boden, Papa Oscar Delta Echo November.
Eva,
Thank you.
Easy 151, switch to Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye bye.
What did you put a tank
Oh,
for the
that's
CTA,
a
Bravo?
13 normal procedure. We're just gonna go. So final waypoint, MADEB. 1 Bravo. Via Elman. And what we will be doing is at 3,700 feet, we're going to be circling to land on the outer runway. This I'm going to be doing. Maybe that's not a good idea, actually. In low visibility, we're going to be approaching with the RNAV, shooting past the buzzer. It's going to be cruising there at 084. Then we'll be turning around here. What we could use is the Oscar Echo Victor 230. So Oscar Echo Victor. Radio 230, so that we know like when to kind of make the turn heading 075. This will only be possible if the weather conditions are good. But it should be doable,
Brussels Control, good evening, Rhino 13 Papa Kilo on the ground at Luxembourg, stand Alpha 14 with information X-ray, Boeing 738, requesting IFR clearance to Barcelona, please.
Ryanair 13 Papa Kilo, Brussels Control, good evening. Clear to Barcelona via the Grotanquien to Romeo departure, runway 24. Initial climb out, flight level 60, squawk 7170.
That's what we're planning for, so if the wind is variable, it won't really matter if we take runway 08 or 26.
Cleared to Barcelona, XG, Golf Tango, Quebec, 2 Romeo departure, runway 24, initial climb 6,000, we scored 7170, Ryanair 13 Papa Kilo.
Ryanair 13 Papa Kilo, initial climb, flight level 60, rest of the readback correct, push and start at your discretion, report ready to taxi.
Level 60 and we'll report ready to taxi, Ryanair 13 Papa Kilo.
Short flight today, which I kind of enjoy. It's more enjoyable than those long flights. However, sometimes long flights can be enjoyable or are needed to get to specific destinations.
Beeline 4 Tango Echo, contact Langen radar 135.650.
3565, Beeline 4 Tango Echo. Have a good evening, bye bye.
Brussels Control, good evening. EHEH Delta Papa with you, just passing 300.
Easy 87 Delta Papa, Brussels Control, good day. Radar contact flight level 311, climb flight level 390 direct QBAX.
Continue climb 390 direct QBAX for Easy 87 Delta Papa.
Speedbird 399 Romeo with you on outer 7, hold short Bravo 1 ready for departure.
Speedbird 399 Romeo, wind 200 degrees, 10 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 25 right, Speedbird 399 Romeo.
So basically for visual approach, I think I would need to have full for the RNAV 08, we have minimums.
Via 28 Romeo Tango, switch to Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Unicom for translate to Romeo Tango, have a nice evening. So our 7,100 feet, which last time I checked was on a valid entry out of range, wow. That was kind of to be expected. I'm going to be leaving the flight deck now for a couple of minutes to get a nice drink and to go use the toilet. So thank you very much if you're joined, and I will be back shortly. And hello, I am back. I think that was our last frequency for the day, sadly. I sure do hope that the weather down in Innsbruck clears up a lot. So I want to be that's a very special, not special, but cool visual approach. These messages are loading in quick. H03 meds are. So available few 300, broken 400, overcast 1600. Now if I look at the visual approach terrain, chart, the terrain, cruise might not be possible. Announcement would be a good idea. And ladies and gentlemen, this is speaking here once again from the flight deck. We are now cruising at 39,000 feet, and we're going to be expecting to descend. Let's see, about 20 minutes, so you have plenty of time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rise. A little bit of an update in the weather in Innsbruck. We're still about overcast, clouds at 1,600 feet, but we might be able to do a visual approach, which means that we're going to be doing a very special approach. We're going to be approaching one runway, and we'll be circling around the mountain. No, not the mountain, but circling around the airports to come in for the other runways. So it might be possible, it might not be, we'll see. And yeah, thank you very much for choosing Transavia once again, and we hope that we see you on board again. We hope that you enjoy your stay in Innsbruck. Once again, thank you very much, and please enjoy the flights. Did I see that correctly? Is that this way? It looks like it's... We're obviously taking flaps full for landing. It's not taking flaps full, would just be trying to die down Innsbruck. We'll hopefully vacate via Bravo. If we take runway 26, we'll vacate via Alpha. Remember once I was approaching Innsbruck and I overshot the taxiway and I caused an aircraft to go around. I don't think he was very happy about that, honestly. I've got 2 extra viewers on board. Welcome on board then. Nothing much to see for the meantime. We're going to be starting our ascent in 15 to 20 minutes. To Innsbruck, so yeah. Good to have you on board still. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Should we fly level change? Nah. The wind is not really bullying us today. Oh, got 3 viewers now. Welcome on board. I think that we're not going to be able to do the circling. Okay, 29 minutes, we've got about 34 minutes to go. So we'll look at the TAF to see if... Yeah, we're going to be doing just the RNAV 04. Sadly, we can't do the circling. Though when we approach, we can maybe consider doing it anyway. So our descent will be in the RNAV, shall be 3.8 degrees for the RNAV. We're gonna make sure to be at 13,000 feet by L9. The wrong arrival report in my Vatsim flight plans. great. My scenery is not loading in, great. Oh, there it is. Wow. That was a bit weird. Yo, behind the skies, what's good? I got a mic. Well, basically, I have the built-in mic in my headsets. I'm probably gonna buy a professional, not professional, like a real mic soon. But for now, I can roll with this. Debating if I should do the circle to land or just be straight in on F08. Violetta says crash. I'd rather not crash, but who knows what happens later on when we approach Innsbruck. Anything can happen. This guy said I can just about hear you. I could turn up the sensitivity. Wait, so is it better now? Is my mic quality better now? Coming up to our descent, so I'm going to prepare flight level 130. The charts should tell me the transition level which we're going to be using. Not showing, sadly. Entry out of range. I tried to enter the barrel, but it didn't work. Performance. It says transition level is 110. The wind still does seem to be. Oh yeah, the wind is actually finally stabilized for a while. So it's going to be selected the RMP-08 approach. I feel like we can start our descents now, so we're going to make that call to Unicom. Innsbruck traffic, Transavia 28 Romeo Tango, descending flight level 130 for the RMP Romeo 08, Innsbruck traffic. Oh, Violetta says hates. I'm not hating. Oh yeah, I kind of believe that. I mean, it was just a joke. So please don't start a war in the chat. Also, I just realized that I have accidentally. Good job on 30 subscribers. Oh, thank you very much, Carl Violetta. I didn't even realize I had 30. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Basically, I have my desktop audio set to 100% on the stream, so I did not even realize. I'm so sorry. Coming up to the infamous Innsbruck airport. I'm thinking about doing a special flight tomorrow. Oh my god. Carl says I'm the 30th subscriber. Thank you so much, Carl. I really appreciate that, man. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a special flight tomorrow, which can be either a special arrival or departure, interesting weather, or a long-haul flight, so not really sure. I was thinking about approaching maybe Tivat Airport, or crossing the Atlantic in the A330. It's all possibilities, so I'm still thinking about it. We did start our descent 2 minutes early, which is why we're descending not so fast now. So the ceiling in Innsbruck is... Carl says, I'll join my stream, I need to refresh YouTube. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Thank you for joining anyway. So it's ceiling 500 feet in Innsbruck, so we will have to be lucky with the clouds. We'll have to be very lucky with the clouds. Oh yeah, we should probably fill in the red data that we can, so we'll go borrow 5,100 then, because that's what the lowest we can go. Carl says, okay, I'm back, but also tries to being a little slow. Yeah, chat can be a bit slow sometimes, but as long as it's readable, then it should be fine. So QNH is 1002. With a temperature of 1 degree, you will be needing the anti-ice on. But that is basically everything that we can fill in. Although I totally forgot that the wind is now available. The wind is 330 at 1. Yeah, 1 degree. I'm talking about Celsius, but yeah, it is still very cold, very cold. And because there will be clouds, I'm going to go actually engine and wing anti-ice. I do not want any ice on my wing, because that could actually lead us to crash. I actually have not done an RNAV approach for a while. There have been planes arriving in Innsbruck, so that makes me believe that it is not too bad here, and that is actually that we can see the runway. Let's check the sounding aircraft temperature, 55. Once we enter these clouds, we will not be needing to turn on the engine and the ice immediately. Once our temperature goes below above -40 is when it'll be moisture and not ice. It'll stick to our aircraft and freeze up. 2 watts. Do you collect fire alarms? Cal asks. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I do test the engine fire alarms and the EP fire alarms on startup, but I don't collect them, no. So now we're actually seriously descending at a normal descent rate. We've captured the profile, the descent profile. Now the fuel prediction says we're gonna have 3 tons of fuel even in case we do have to divert. Kyle says you do collect fire alarms. That's pretty cool, interesting collection. I never heard of it, but it must be cool to just collect fire alarms, honestly. You have 210 commercial fire alarms. Wow, that is a lot of fire alarms. 56 smoke alarms. Honestly, that is a lot of alarms. My only question is why, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just curious why. I'm gonna go manual descent. Because our charts say that actually Whiskey 18 W. Oh, okay. I don't know why Cal says. I mean, yeah, it must be cool though. So Whiskey India 810 is when we're going to be starting our descent. So we can kind of slow the descent down. We found a video of them 6 years ago. Okay, that's pretty nice. For safety, I'm going to get the engine anti-ice on now. Let's go ahead for our approach briefing. So we're going to be landing with flaps full, and we're going to be using medium auto brakes and full reverse thrust after landing. I'm using the RNAV Yankee approach, so after LMM, we're going to be flying to Whiskey India 810 and descending on a 3.8 degree glide path through the valley into the runway. If possible, we're going to switch. Although if the wind is the same, we actually shouldn't circle to land. I'm going to be planning to vacate via Bravo, then taxiing to this stand. Because sometimes I make Lego planes and crash them. I remember a few years ago I was also making Lego planes, and I like to throw them on the ground for no reason. When spinning on shear. That's nice. How long is the stream? So we're going to be arriving in, I'm gonna think about it, in about 20 minutes. So I think the stream will be about 30 minutes because we're gonna shut down the aircraft and I'm going to be showing a replay of the landing. Carl also says stream fun. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I like it. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. And if we, in case of a missed approach, we're going to be just climbing to Whiskey India 103, and then Romeo Tango at 9,500. So in the fixed info page, I have a bit of time. I'm going to first of all turn the seatbelt lights on. Fixed info, and then the next one, Whiskey India 103. With a heading of would not know that the heading actually. And then we'll get, I guess, Romeo Tango. So in case of missed approach, we can kind of follow those waypoints back for a new approach. I think we can get the engine anti-ice off now as we're not in the clouds right now. I can check though. We're not in the clouds. Look at those mountains, they're honestly beautiful. I would visit Innsbruck in real life as well. I'll make a call to Unicon. Innsbruck traffic, Transavia 2 Romeo Tango is inbound LMM 40, RNAV Yankee runway 08 approach, Innsbruck traffic. I'm gonna get some speed brakes. Look how short the runway is showing here on the navigation display. So when I go into performance, I'm gonna activate the approach phase and slow down to lower speed before to get configured. Maybe not that low, maybe not that low. Our S speed is 185, so we gotta stay. We'll go 184, just above it. Looking forward to the arrival between the mountains, we will have to watch out. You like crashing cars, Kyle? Well, I hope you're not talking about real cars, because I don't think that would be very good. Okay, then flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. And we're gonna start the RNAV now. So then flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. Chill. So Americraft is not really happy with me. I guess I'll program that. I'm not really sure what I need to do in this case with the GPWS. We're gonna get the landing lights on early so we can actually see something. Carl says pull up. Well, I'm flying an RNAV approach, basically. I'm already in the final approach, and it'll look like I'm going very near to the mountains, which I am going to be very near to the mountains. As long as I follow this route, everything will be fine. Oh, Carl says scary sound is pull up. Yeah, if you get terrain pull up in the clouds, yeah, I don't think that you're going to be very happy. I didn't read the first message, my apologies. My frame rate is kind of dying right now, probably because of these insane mountains that we are having. So what I'm sure about is that there's a mountain here. And then once we turn after Whiskey India 814, we're gonna be seeing the runway. I hope, at least. I hope. I hope we don't have to divert to Linz. Big clouds. I honestly want to get the dome lights on now. But it's not a cloud. We're not in a cloud, it's just... we're above a cloud. Okay, I think we're actually in a cloud now, so for safety we're gonna get all the anti-ice on. Oh yes, we were in a cloud, exactly. I'm gonna slower my descent down a little bit. Basically after 814, it's a normal glide path. Oh, Kyle says, no, my balloon popped. Oh, that's sad. Maybe you have a new balloon, but that balloon shall be remembered forever. So right now we can go to the approach checklist, started by references QNH1002, QNH1002, check both. Seatbelts on, minimum bar of 5,100. Auto brakes, medium, engine sector, normal, approach checklist completes. Carl says, like, I'm gonna make another balloon. Ah, good. Need the balloons in life. I'm gonna put the gear down now. To remember Purple Balloon. Yes, we will remember Purple Balloon forever. So we're kind of a bit low at 7 miles. I think you're supposed to be at around 2,500. So no, actually no, that's not correct. Five miles, we're gonna reduce to our final approach speed now. We're gonna go flaps full already. Cabin crew seats for landing, please. Okay, and speed brakes are also armed now. I'm going to go below the minimums, but even though it's not really allowed. Distance to threshold 30.
100 above.
Have you heard this song Kerosene? Asks Kyle. Yes, I have actually heard it, and yeah, it's pretty good. Although there are a lot of jokes about it. I wonder why. I do wonder why. So
minimum
14 miles. Alright, and we're gonna continue now, even though So we're a bit high, I think. Maybe a bit too high.
$2,500.
Oh god. Yeah, this can't be saved. Going around. Translate to Romeo Tango. Into traffic going around. Oh my god, we were way too high. Positive rates, gear up. Go on flaps. Sorry about that, but we decided to go around. Gonna be directing to Whiskey 103. No. Whiskey India 103. I kind of did mess up that approach completely. Go heading modes. I'm gonna level off at 9,500 here. Total climb. Right then, flaps 3. Oh god, my game froze. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Yep, it was fine. And flaps 1. Directing to Romeo, Tango Tango. Then autopilot 1. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the localizer runway 26 now because we that is the go around procedure here. First of all, Romeo, Tango Tango, Tango Tango. So yeah, apologies about that. That was totally my fault. I should have just trusted the descent rates, the glide descent. Next approach will be better, I promise. So again, it's a 3.8 degree glide path, starting at hold up, another app open, that's not good. The fixed info page, 19 miles. So in that ring is when we're going to be starting our new descent, our new arrival. I'm going to be doing a passenger announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cam speaking here once again from the flight deck. As you might have noticed, we've decided to discontinue our approach because of we were a bit too high on the approach, so we couldn't really regain our correct height, so we decided to discontinue the approach. We're going to be flying straight ahead for another 15 miles, and we're going to be doing a new approach. Sorry for the inconvenience, and please remain seated. Kyle Violet asks, do you have Roblox? Yes, I do have Roblox, however, I don't really play it too much anymore. I'm mainly focused on Flight Simulator because, yep, yeah, it's more enjoyable for me, honestly. Let's look at the minimum then. So wait. So 2,250. We're gonna remain at this speeds. 250 for the barrow. I'm not gonna be cheating with the ILS. I don't know why my ILS was even on. One more call to Unicom. Innsbruck traffic, Transavia 2 Romeo Tango, flying the missed approach procedure to Romeo Tango Tango. After we'll be directing to Adwijk for a new localizer, runway 26 in Innsbruck traffic. Chaotic indeed. This is why I had that extra fuel on board. I had a feeling this was going to happen. We're going to be taking a shortcut to Adwijk. Innsbruck Transavia 2 Romeo Tango will be taking a shortcut directing Adwijk for the localizer 26 rights. Oh my god, what is my aircraft doing? It says direct to Adwijk. Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. $180 knots. Alright then, we'll go flaps 2, speed checked. Flaps 2. Go 175 there. I'm gonna be using the bird again. No, actually we're gonna be leveled for now. Now then, to not make my EPWS angry, I'm gonna be lowering that, and now starting the descent. Innsbruck traffic, Transavia 2 Romeo Tango is inbound, localizer 26 right approach, approximately 19 miles out. Innsbruck traffic. Performance, okay, approach phase is already active. Okay, that was the econ checklist disappeared, so we'll go approach checklist once again by our reference QNH1002. QNH1002. Seatbelts on, minimum, spiral 2250. Auto brakes, medium, entry sector. Normal, approach checklist complete. I'll start the replay once we get the gear down. Also, would anyone enjoy watching a live stream, potentially have any ideas for a special flight that I could do tomorrow? Either a long-haul flight or a special airport. I'd be willing to cross the Atlantic, potentially. That was lots. Innsbruck Transavia to Romeo Tango localizer 26 10 miles out. Kyle says potato. I actually ate potatoes today. They were pretty yummy. Oh my god. Are you telling me? There's no... Okay, so there's an aircraft heading right. No! Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh my god, oh my god. My game just crashed. The game just crashed. I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry that the stream crashed. I don't know what happened. Wow, that's just great. Well, thank you for joining anyways, if you did happen to join. I'm gonna be redoing this flight tomorrow, but yeah, thank you very much, Kyle, for joining and being my 30th sub. I really appreciate it. I really gotta get a new PC, oh my god. Yeah, I'm so terribly sorry, I'm so terribly sorry. But yeah, I apologize for that. I'll be redoing the flights tomorrow, like I said, and I'm gonna be ending the stream now. Goodbye.